A wise person once told me, dreams don't work unless you do.
We try so hard in our lives to fit in. We try to fit into certain groups, certain frats, certain sororities, among certain friends, yet the people we idolize are the ones that stand out. But when you're prepared, there is no fear. There is no fear of failure, because even if you've walked out of something and you feel like you failed at it, your preparation is so strong that you're gonna take that failure and turn it into the outcome you desire. And most people stop at failure, okay? We've all failed at things. I'm gonna continue to fail at stuff, right? It's the most powerful tool you can use, but it all depends on how you use it.
What would your future be like if you decided to want that which you desire so strongly that it prepares you past your fears, that you experience the fear, as the one book says, feel the fear and do it anyway?
Life is 10% what happens to you, is 90% what you do about it. No matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, you can take the lid off of your job. And if you're wondering if you still have the lid on in your life, here are some clues that's gonna let you know that the lid is still on. If you're not excited about waking up in the morning, if you're sitting around bored out of your mind, if you got time to do everything anybody asks you to do, you probably got the lid on. If when you tell your dreams to all your friends, it makes sense to them, you got your lid on, man. Your dreams should not make sense to everybody. You gotta say something that make people go, how you gonna do that? That's when you got the lid off. And if I were you, I'd do that. I'd take the lid off. Makes sense to me, don't it?
They're always gonna get ready to get set to get going. What we've gotta do is, boom, just like that, move into action.
Every time you remember your dream, you're removing some dirt. You're digging it back out. The true mark of a champion is, even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You keep looking for new opportunities. You wouldn't be having that opposition if you didn't have something great in you. If your dream wasn't alive and on track, right on schedule to come to pass, you wouldn't have so many things coming against you. That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you. Can I tell you, your dream is not dead. It's just not in season. Your time is coming. Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal. Lord, I believe this is my year to get healthy and whole. This is my year to meet the people of my dreams. This is my year to go further in my career, to step into a new level of my destiny. This is my year to accomplish dreams, to break free from this depression. This is my year to meet the right people. This is my year to get healthy and whole. This is your year to see double. This is your year for vindication, for restoration, for new beginnings. Now get your mind going in the right direction.
Here's the secret. The people that do the most with their lives, the people that seem the most self-assured, the ones that seem to embody confidence, the ones that seem to define confidence, they're the ones that had to face down the most fear. They simply didn't linger in it.
Don't hate your competitors. Respect your competitors. Learn from him.
I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. I said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be a hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second.
Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
I believe in manifestation. I believe in putting a rocket of desire out into the universe, and you get it when you believe it. You get it when you believe you have it, and that's the key.
So we want to get really sensitized, acutely sensitized, sensory acuity, to whether what we're doing is working or not. And by the way, sensory acuity is really the measure of a person's intelligence. What I mean by that is, how do we measure intelligence? Intelligence is a measure of the number and quality of distinctions you have in a given situation.
You can handle this, you just haven't figured it out yet. It's all right, this is your training period. This is the tuition you have to pay for what you don't know. You can do this, other people have done it. It doesn't take an Einstein. Get you some people that can teach you some stuff that you don't know. Get you some people that have done it successfully and learn from them. Take some seminars, workshops, read some books on how to manage a business. Change the way you see yourself and begin to tend to the personal details. Understand that nobody's going to take care of your business better than you.
You will notice the most successful people in any field, they are usually the ones who have failed more than anybody else. You see the difference between a successful person and everyone else? It's not a lack of strength, it's not a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of will.
It's up to you in a world where we're taught to look outside for answers, for a job that will make us happy, for money that will make us happy. The answer is within. We already have it. We already have the answer, but will we unleash it? Will we give it? Will we own it? Will we truly reinvent ourselves to become the people that we're capable of becoming?
The bow too tightly strung is easily broken, says one of the Proverbs. Balance is a gorgeous thing. So be monomaniacal in your execution around your high-value targets, your HVTs, your mission plan, but also build in some rewards. And that's going to send a gorgeous message to your conscious and your subconscious mind that, hey, this daily practice of execution around my deliverables is a beautiful thing. And you create this thing called momentum. And the monk who sold his Ferrari, I went back and I saw this recently. I think there's a whole chapter on momentum. And you become like this. I love skiing. You start off small, but as you go down the slope, you pick up momentum. A lot of people say, Robin, where do I start? I want to start a new business. I want to become a better artist. I want to find the love of my life. I want to be a world-class creative. I want to multiply my financial life. Where do I start? You just start. You just start. There's great power in the start. And when you start, life starts supporting you.
Well, God wants us all to be courageous because He knows we'll face times in life and situations and circumstances that it takes more than just a desire, it takes courage. Many people operate on the basis of fear, on the basis of what other people think. We as believers should operate on the basis of courage. Courage to say no when we ought to say no. Courage to say yes when we should say yes. So what kind of courage do you have? Is yours sort of floating between depending on the situation? Or do you know the difference between right and wrong for your life? And you've made up your mind.
Ask yourself one question. Am I a doer or a dabbler? Marketers are doers. They want to sell online and make a profit doing it. Marketers say they make it hard at times, but it's possible. Dabblers say it may be possible, but it's too hard. Marketers have proven plans and frameworks. Dabblers have excuses. Marketers see possibilities. Dabblers see problems. Marketers make it happen. Dabblers let it happen. Marketers sell on Launchcard. Dabblers exist on other platforms. Which are you, a marketer or a dabbler? I am a marketer.
Okay, I've got an issue. Let's see. How about now? Nope. All right. Anybody? Yep, you can hear me now, I think. Thanks, Latasha, for letting me know there was no sound. I just said a lot of really important stuff, and none of you heard it. So I apologize for that. I'm going to try one more change here and see if we have sound now. Yeah, I think we have sound now. So it should sound pretty good. For whatever reason, give me a note, a comment if you can hear me now. I think you can hear me now. So let me see a comment from you, Latasha. Let me know. Again, thanks for letting me know you couldn't. But let's see if we can now. You know what I can do? I can go over here and Yep. Okay. Just checked and I see it's there now. I'm going to go back to my little introduction. We're here to do everything we can to answer questions about launch ads. You're welcome to join me in the studio. We can share screen. We can have a conversation. We can talk about launch ads. We can talk about your marketing strategies. Last week, we talked about Black Friday, Cyber Monday specials, and what you should be doing to get ready for that. We discussed a couple of examples. and we can do the same thing today. I'm here to do what I can to help you guys master launch ads and start seeing real results with it. So I see Latasha is here. I see no camera yet. I'm going to add you, Latasha. Hey, Latasha, I see I've got you in here. Can we hear you?
Yes.
Great, Latasha. Great to see you. Great. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having this whole thing.
Yeah, and thank you for letting me know. It's a strange thing with StreamYard. It doesn't like this mic that I'm using right here, and sometimes it turns it off. So I'm glad you said something. But we're here for you. So if you did you come with a launch ads question today, or what can we talk about?
Okay, there I am. I actually used LaunchCard a couple of years ago, and now I'm returning. I'm interested in integration with other platforms. I'm actually looking into designing my own wallpaper and some home goods. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that, because like the print on demand companies that I'm using,
Yeah.
they're actually coming from different sources. So that's something that I'm concerned about, being able to integrate everything, and also how to produce, ads to, basically maximize everything that LaunchCard has to offer.
Yeah. And so do you have launch ads?
I do not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
starting all over from scratch.
Okay. So you want to look into launch ads for sure, because it is an incredible platform. It makes running ads completely manageable and masterable by those of us who aren't marketing agencies, right? So launch ads gives you the ability to go create your ad. It's going to work, use AI. As a matter of fact, I'll show you in just a minute, but I want to talk about LaunchCart for a little bit. So I need to say this. I work primarily with launch ads, so I probably won't be able to answer, extremely specifically. Let me just ask you this. So I'm gonna log into LaunchCart here. LaunchCart. Nope, that's CRM. Let's try to log in, just so I can answer your question. So you're not using Printful or Printify. What are you using for your print on demand?
I am using Printful and Printify, but there are also some other companies that aren't necessarily traditionally advertised for print on demand, but they are specific for wallpapers.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I think right now, unless you could set up a Zapier connection, so that would all of it would depend on the other product primarily. A lot of it would depend on the other product. So what connections does it have? Do you know if they connect with Zapier?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I wanted to use, I'm familiar with Printful and Printify. Those are the two that I'm mainly familiar with.
Yeah.
But because some of the wallpaper that I'd like to have has more of a commercial grade, then that lets me know, okay, I have to kind of think outside of those two particular companies, but still doing, print on demand.
What do you think your volume, what are you hoping and looking for your volume to be for sales for the wallpaper?
For the wallpaper, I'm doing everything US based right now, because anything outside the United States is kind of, we don't know what to expect going forward, especially right now. But I would say I'm looking to distribute at least 100 to 150. I'll say units per month, preferably.
Yeah. So it's going to be a pretty decent volume. You don't want to be managing things. I mean, ultimately, none of us want to do any manual interaction with print on demand. That's the beauty of it, right?
Exactly.
Give me the name of one of the companies you're working with, if you don't mind.
Okay, give me 1 second.
And I'll just do a little research here. We'll just take a look around and see if we can find some ways that we can make it work.
Okay.
Also, I do know I'd have to talk to Greg for sure. I mean, we're constantly adding vendors and adding options, but again, I don't know. I'm not on that team per se.
Got you. Okay, so I know Contrado is one.
How do you spell that?
Okay. It is CONTRADO.
Okay.
Let's see. Fancy Walls is another one.
All right. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna do, is that, there's an EU version of that. Is there that I see fancywalls.eu. Is that the one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let's do fancywalls.eu. I'm just checking Zapier just to see if we have a Zapier connection to them. Yeah, I don't see it obviously right now. Let's see, Fancy. I'm going to go into Zapier and see if they've got. They do not have Fancy Walls. They do not. Cortado also doesn't show up. So we'd be in a little bit of a difficult place because both of those companies don't have an automated connection to Zapier, which would be so in Launchcart. We obviously have Printful, we have Printify, ShipStation. That's more for just setting up the shipping,
right?
And Zapier. Now you can also, another option might be integrate with High Level or the Launchcart CRM and then go from there. But again, it all depends on whether they have an integration on API.
Okay.
And right now I'm not, let me do Fancy Walls API. Let's see what that says. Yeah, I'm just not seeing. Our drop shipping program allows you to integrate through our order fulfillment API. Okay, so they do have an API.
That's good.
Yeah, which, sometimes if they have an API, but they don't have a direct connect to Zapier, it's a little bit more sort of developer kind of work to get it to connect.
So I would have to be more hands-on, at least in that aspect of it, which, it's once it's set up,
Right. Exactly.
it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. So I think the thing to do would be to be researching their API. What does it let you do? Then if the API is something that you can send a webhook to or something like that, then, it's just kind of putting all of those pieces together. It's not simple. Like you click Printful, you log into your account and boom, you're connected. That's the way we want it to work.
Right.
But if you can find the API documentation, and that would be the thing to play around with. And you could shoot me if you find some things and you have some questions, always feel free to reach out to me. And you can message me in the group here. Well, I'm not sure where you're watching from. Maybe you're on
Michigan.
YouTube. Yeah, you're on YouTube.
Oh, wait. I was on YouTube, but I couldn't hear you. So then I switched over to StreamYard.
Okay. Right. So I think I did fix the mic thing. So
okay, good.
Yeah, this mic turns off for some reason. The one I'm using turns off for StreamYard only. It's the only platform that does it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, you can message me in the group, tag me in the Facebook group, or if you want to write to me, and I'll see if I can get some help for you. So Kevin at kevinstrightonline.com. So I just put that email in the chat. And yeah, start looking around at what you can find for both of those.
Okay.
And then let's see if we can make it work.
That'll work. And there's also Spoonflower. So I'm going to check into that because I know they have some high-end wallpapers and murals. So I'll check into their API as well.
Yeah, exactly. So one at a time, right? We'll pick one and say, this is the one I want most. Work through the API for that one, see if we can get it working. And again, we have those couple of options. We could go directly through Zapier, or do you have your own Go High Level, or do you have the Launchcart CRM?
I do not. When I say I'm starting over from scratch, I mean from the very, like, I literally just finished the business plan and I've been looking for what platform I wanted to use. And I'm like, go back to Launchcard and see how that
Launchcart,
works.
let's do it.
Yeah, you guys, you did such a great job of just being able to pull everything into one unit. So we're not having to go everywhere trying to get everything. So I was
Right.
really impressed by that. So I said, it's time to go home to Launchcard.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's exciting. You know, my Q&A is focused on launch ads, but I love hearing about Launchcart, the Launchcart CRM. I can work at answering any of those questions.
And Launch Ads is new to me too. So I'm learning. Hush! Sorry, my dog's barking. I'm learning everything that has changed since I last used Launchcart. And when I saw your blurb pop up on my YouTube channel, I said, okay, let's go.
Let's
So
check
yeah,
it. It's time to go. It's
it's
time to go.
So I'll be paying close attention and taking notes.
Do you
to what
have
you're
a
saying.
do you have a like a for yourself a launch date? Like what's your business plan?
My business plan is to launch December the 1st. So yeah, very, very soon.
That's sooner than it was last week, isn't it? Man, that's coming up. You can do it. You got this. You're not a dabbler, you're a doer.
Absolutely.
So, and then like the cool thing is you get Launchcart set up, we get this connection going, which I love the concept of selling print on demand wallpaper. That's pretty cool. Do you design your own stuff?
I do.
Can you show us some?
I cannot, not yet.
Okay. I want to see what you're doing. That's really cool. So we get Launchcart set up and working, and then you really should go, you really should look at launch ads. And again, so simple to set up a powerful ad. And launch ads is going to take your content and it's going to put ad sets out there. It's going to test them. It's going to run them in different versions and test it for you. And AI is going to, check it, come back to you and say, hey, this one's working. This one's not working.
This is so exciting.
You're going to see some amazing results from it.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I'm really excited.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm excited too. I can't wait to see your store. How far are you on your store? Like, do you have some of it set up, or you're just starting today?
Just literally starting today. That's why when you popped up, I'm like, oh, let me see what he has to say. And I'm like, launch ads. Okay, what's this? Let me find out. So yeah, everything is new. I have the business plan, which, AI did help me with. I have it all laid out, how to scale the business, what I want to start selling from the beginning, the middle, and even towards once I get everything. I'm just so excited. I cannot wait. Because it started off with wallpaper and then it's going to move up to other things. So
awesome. What else are you going to sell?
It's basically going to be more decor. We're talking about curtains. We're talking about pillows. Everything is going to be for the home.
You have so are you like, is it a genre based? Is it like what is your focus? Who are you reaching?
Well, it is faith-based. Not everything is going to have a scripture on it, but it is a faith-based company. It's called Serenity at Home. So it's just about having peace in your dwelling. I mean, peace, your home is your sanctuary.
Yeah.
So I may do some office things, maybe, I don't know. But for right now, I'm sticking with the home. So Serenity at Home.
No, that's fantastic. I love it. So you put some really peaceful wallpaper into your kids' rooms, and you just calm things down.
It is. I mean, when you walk into your home, you should exhale. You're leaving everything, the world behind. Home is like literally where your heart is. That's where you're supposed to be able to relax, be yourself, let your hair down, enjoy your time. it's just everybody should have a place where they go where it's their sanctuary. You know,
Absolutely.
and it's for me, it's my home. You know, it's your show place. It's where you can leave all the rest of the world behind.
I love it. Kat D says, very cool, Latasha. So
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
now you have 2 fans at least. 2 new fans today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm excited to. I hope you'll put some designs together and bring it and show it to the group, because
I
man,
absolutely will.
anytime. So anybody who's watching this, right? I think one of the things that's cool about the Launch Cart community is we can be a place to encourage each other. You can say inspire each other. You say, look, I mean, she's starting her business today, that I could do this too, right? But then just again, you're faith-based, and so you're bringing a lot of people, I think, that are going to connect with that. I have actually I did my first Launch Cart store for a customer of mine, and she does she's an artist, and it's all Christian art. She's a Christian artist, and fantastic stuff. And so, yeah, just encouraging each other, saying, you know, what else can we do? Love it.
It's awesome. And having that support, it does mean a lot.
Yeah.
And to see other people getting involved in different things and different genres and saying, hey, I started from here, you know, you can work your way up to this. It's encouraging. And I think we all need to be doing that for each other.
Absolutely. That's great. Well, fantastic. Do you have a website or nothing yet?
Everything is brand new. So I will probably within the next 20 minutes, because I'm going on Launch Cart and just starting everything over. So I'm just beyond excited. If you don't hush, young lady, stop it. My dog being demanding.
you need some, you know, if you could only find some decor or some wallpaper or something to bring peace to your dog.
What she wants is my snack. I have a snack here, and she's like, well, I think you should give it to me. So yeah.
Hello.
Now you're giving me business ideas. See there?
I love it. That's great. Business ideas are great. Kat D, thanks for joining us. Anybody else that's watching, give me a hashtag live if you're here. Let's do this. If you're watching and maybe you just heard or you caught the tail end of our conversation, put in the chat, are you one of 3 things? Primarily, are you using Launch Cart? Are you using Launch Ads? Or are you using the Launch Cart CRM? You could be using other things, but let's take a real quick look and see what maybe you're not using it yet, but you plan to use it. So we'll give everybody a chance to comment on that. December 1st, you're just in time to launch some stuff for Christmas, aren't you? You miss Black Friday by just a little bit.
Yes, because we both know shipping is not it's not going to work to get it there.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, for Christmas, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. I'm just hanging out and waiting, guys. I tell you what I'm going to do. Latasha, do you have, like, with your business plan, do you have any kind of marketing materials, like, or a description? What I was thinking about doing was, if I could do an example launch ads and just kind of show you how launch ads. Okay, so what is Kat D says, launch ads starting, have not set up Launch Carts yet, CRM. Still can't get my access. Dang, that's not good. Kat, I assume you've reached out to support. If you want to send me an email at that address, maybe I can see if I can speed things up for you. Maybe you just got it. Latasha, do you have some marketing stuff that I could throw in here and we could look at what an ad might look like?
Give me an example.
Yeah, so, well, I'll tell you what. I'll just do a present and I'll share screen. Google Chrome is requesting to bypass. Absolutely. And let's go to launch cart. Give me a second here. There we go. All right. I'm going to pull this out of here so I can try to keep up with StreamYard comments as well, because I see that I've been dealing with support for weeks, no success. Kat, definitely send me an email and let's just see if we can get that taken care of, because we want you to be live and using the software. All right, so this is the dashboard. Let's say we were going to run a meta ad. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to edit this prompt. And you can see I was messing around. I have a customer that's a chiropractor, so I was doing some work showing him some ads. So what are you advertising? Let's put something in it. Faith. Let's do this, and you tell me if I should wallpaper. Let's just do that. Faith-based wallpaper designs.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to go into let's see. I just clicked generate to get some ideas here. Nice. Oh, we don't have a website. What would be the website name, even though it's not up yet? What's your store name going to be?
Oh, serenityathome.com.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Serenity at Home. And we're going to say you're going to give 10% off the first order. I'm making this up, obviously.
Sounds about right, actually.
Okay. And now let's do this. Let's try generate again. Okay. So Serenity at Home offers unique faith-based wallpaper designs that transform your living space into a serene sanctuary. That sounds pretty good. It's almost like the AI was listening to us.
That's really close to what I wrote.
So our carefully curated patterns and inspiring motifs reflect your spiritual journey while creating a peaceful atmosphere in your home. Embrace the beauty of your faith with our distinct, uplifting wall art solutions.
Yes.
Let's go with that, right? And then we've got some things here. These are suggested ideas. Divine designs, faith-inspired wallpaper creations. That's pretty cool. Kat says maybe it was listening. Yeah, it's quite possible, right? AI is listening to everything. Art for spiritual retreats. Maybe. I mean, yeah, you could imagine, right, a retreat center using your wallpapers and using it as a space for that.
Absolutely.
Serene
churches do
wallpaper
that
for
as well,
prayer
too.
rooms, uplifting designs for homes of worship. So it's kind of focused right here on sort of the more corporate. Let's just say uplifting divine for homes. Oops. Okay. I think let's just go with that. So we edited the prompt. So this is what we did is we edited the prompt. We're going to click generate campaign. Now it's reading your website, even though your website doesn't exist. So normally it would go out to your copy that you already have out there. And all right, so we're getting some ads here. Transform your home with faith. Discover it's really hard to see this, but discover the unique wallpaper designs that inspire serenity. And so then we can go over here and look at what it created. So transform your home into a sacred space. At Serenity Home, we specialize in faith-based wallpapers designed that inspire and uplift. Our unique patterns reflect your spiritual journey, creating a serene atmosphere in every room. Plus, enjoy 10% off your first order. Embrace the beauty. That's pretty good, isn't it?
I like it.
Look at that. And we've hardly done anything. We clicked a couple of buttons. We put a couple of things in here. Now, watch this. So add up to 10 videos. So we can go over here and this is interesting. It's going to give us suggested videos. I'm not sure what this one is. Probably, let's just choose them all just because. And we're going to go X. All right. So I mean, you know, okay, she's excited about her wallpaper, even the wallpaper's not there.
That's different.
That's not wallpaper based. Yeah, it's okay because oh, this guy looks like he needs some serenity. Probably not the right video for our ad.
No.
Let's do this one. I mean, again. So the cool thing is, we can go let's go back here again and let's use this. So, you can upload videos that you do like or upload audio and actually generate a video. And
Oh,
I think in
wow.
order to do that, we've got to have something that you would be starting with. But
Okay.
that would give you the chance. Kat says, not sure it got the video part right. Yeah, I'm not sure either. But to be honest, let's be honest. Like, what are the chances? Because this is a kind of a unique thing. Like, how many people are doing faith-based wallpaper, right? It's
Right.
unique. So in the scheme of all the videos out there that are stock videos that you can use for marketing, probably we're not going to find one that's like perfect.
No,
Or
it
even
has to be put together.
yeah, exactly. So what we could do, let's try this. Oh, please upload videos. Yeah, it's let's go back here. What we could do is switch to image. That's kind of nice. So with this, you could then actually have some of your designs or like, you know, if you were to put together a little video that has your design sort of going across the page or something like that. But let's just choose this is abstract art. Let's let's say we like that. So you can choose the square version, the 1x91, and the 9x16. You know, you can sort of put it where you want it on the.
Very nice.
Save those changes, and they're all the same, essentially, kind of. So we're gonna go here. I think we're gonna select that, and we're gonna go here and choose. Maybe that's nice right there. Again, I'm just obviously playing around with it. Okay, so we selected it. We go back here. So now we have an image-based Facebook ad. So this is what it's going to look like. Bring tranquility and inspiration into your space. By the way, here are the headlines. Sorry, I showed you the primary text, but I didn't show you the headlines. So refresh your space with inspiration. I like these. Right? Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to targeting, and let's edit that. So here's what it came up with. Faith Hill, musical artist. Probably didn't hit the what it did is it went out and found artists that have faith in their name. That's probably not what we're looking for. We could hit somebody that we want to, but yeah, we're not looking for those.
No.
Let's just no, not Christianity. This is all people. So we're probably not going to use that unless you have sort of a, let's see, who might be, trying to think who might be a personality that would fit this. Let me know if you can think of somebody.
You mean a Christian?
Yeah. Somebody that, would be sort of a public personality that we might find them as a
Mark Wahlberg is a Christian. Obviously, T.D. Jakes, Sarah Jakes Roberts.
There you go, Mark Wahlberg. I don't know that this is right, but I'm just showing.
Right.
So TD, let's see if it does TD Jakes. Nope. Yeah, he doesn't show up. All right, let's skip the person. Let's not do that. You can, we could say, do you want male or female? Is this, you're going to primarily target females?
Yes.
I mean, in my house, it's my wife that's looking around on the internet for art and decorations, but it could be males, but we'll say 45 to 65. You might want younger. What's your age target?
My age target is about, I would say, 36 and older. No, 36 and older.
Yeah. Okay. And then if you want to, you can target a specific area in the US, but you're kind of targeting the US market, right?
Correct.
All right. Let's save this audience. This is Latasha audience. So you can have multiple audiences within launch ads. So this is how you set them up, you save them. So you could run different ads to different audiences and you don't have to recreate them every time.
Perfect.
So we're targeting, this is what we ended up with. And what it's going to show you over here is, let's go down here to budget and let's make it so you can see that it says right now we're going to have Facebook is saying where they're forecasting 2 to 13 clicks daily at $10. Right. So then you can play around with let's say $100, we're going to get 28 to 133. This is going to show us what it's possibly, I mean, obviously Facebook does a projection. So let's just do a $5 ad. This is one of the things that I think is cool about launch ads is you do a $5 ad, you put it out there, and then launch ads is going to run it and begin testing what's the best version of it and what set is working, what set's not working. And then by the end of a week, you find the one that's really working or the 2 or 3, and then you start boosting your daily spend. So now you're spending on what's actually working.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. We'll say $5 a day.
Money
What's
saver,
that?
time saver. I said some money saver and the time saver.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, for most people who are on this call who have LaunchCart, most of us, one of the reasons I stopped running any ads, which I'm really blessed because my business has been very referral based and I've been able to do what I've been able to do without having to run ads. But one of the reasons I stopped is I absolutely could never master the concept of, different creatives and then putting different ad sets out there and then managing it and checking the CTR and all that good stuff. That's what launch ads is doing for me. And when I ran my first ad with it, I went, well, I can do this. So that's it. And then we can launch the campaign or we can schedule it. And obviously we can change the images. We can change. Oh, I didn't mention this. You can also, let's say you look at it and you say, oh, I don't quite like this. Are amazing, right? So we can edit the content, or you can say, I don't want this one. So you get rid of it. And you can say, let's add another one. And you can put your own primary text in here. So we have the combination of what AI is giving us, plus our own. We are creative people. We do know what we're selling, hopefully. And maybe most of us are not marketing experts, but you have this this ability to use what AI has given us or create our own. So we can have the call to action. Let's make it shop now.
Yes.
And again, the website is going, we'd be taking them. You could run an ad specifically for a specific wallpaper or for, a line of wallpapers and send them directly to, your category.
Oh, wow.
Kids, right? So you could do wallpapers just for kids or whatever. And that's gonna when they click shop now, this is where they're going to go. So we can send them directly to the category that you're looking to sell. Pretty cool, huh?
Yes, I'm even more excited than I was before, and I didn't think that was possible.
Exactly. I'm gonna go and show you once, and you can see I paused mine. I am very blessed, Kat, to have been able to build my business without needing to run ads. All right, so I'm going to run this I'm going to click on year. So this is a kind of report that you're going to get. So this ad reached over 66,000 people. This was not a great ad, by the way. Just so you know, just because you use launch ads doesn't mean everything you run hits it out of the ballpark. It's like anything else. We're still doing some trial and error, but we can see, how overall that it did. But what we can also see, so here's what AI did for us. This was a work from home product that I was selling. So work just 2 hours was the best. Let's sort it by performance. Now I know which asset, which of the ads, and you can see if I hover over them, it's showing the image that went with it and everything. And I can see which images worked best, which headlines, and I can start to kind of put creatives together after the fact to really boost what the ad is doing. We can change the budget, we can change the targeting, we can change the content. So even after the ad is running, now we can have the ability to come back in here and start changing some things. And here's the really cool thing, I think. Once it's connected to your ad account, whether that's your Facebook ad account or your Google or whichever ad account, TikTok, whatever it is, once it's connected, you never have to go into that dashboard again. Every ad, every platform you're working with is in the Launch Ads dashboard. And we can all just kind of live there where it's the same for every, you know what it's like? You go into Google Ads Manager, it looks one way. You go into Facebook Ads Manager, it looks another way. You go into TikTok Ads Manager, all of them, obviously they're different platforms. So that's really a cool part of it. So that's why I say, when you get your store up and running, you definitely need to look into Launch Ads to get some traffic running to your store.
I absolutely will. One-stop shop.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, that was a cool example to go through as well. I'm always amazed at what kind of content, can come out.
I'm glad I was able to be a good example.
Yeah, it was a great example. And what's cool is you're starting, right? So you have something that you can. I think for people that are just starting out building a store, having Launch Ads on top of it is crazy good. Because, I mean, honestly, everybody should know this. You can't just launch a store and all of a sudden start selling products unless you already have an audience of, thousands and thousands of people that are already interested in the products you're putting in your store. Most of us, that's not where we're starting from. And we need that traffic, and being able to generate the right traffic to the right place is fantastic. Can you set up, let's see here. Can you set up Facebook Pixel from Launch Ads too? That's a great question. So the answer is no, you can't create your pixel in Launch Ads. You connect it to Launch Ads. So yeah, that's a great question and a great point, Kat. You need to set up your Google Pixel or your Facebook Pixel, whatever conversion tools that you use in those platforms. You set that up there, and then you connect it to Launch Ads. So going back to the dashboard, once we have it connected, then everything is in the Launch Ads dashboard. But you still have to go through the process of setting up your business account and your pixels. Great questions, Kat. And I'm glad you guys showed up today, Kat and Latasha, or I'd have been sitting here just talking into space. All right, I'm just looking over here. Thanks for the link, Greg. I see Greg is paying attention there from the background and put a link into the Facebook chat for reaching out to me. Anytime, guys, reach out to me. And if I can't you know, if I can't answer your question, I'm gonna do what I can to get you connected to the right place so you can get things going. Which again reminds me, Kat, you're reaching out to me, right? So we can see what we can do to get you connected. I hope so. All right. Anybody else who's on the call, what has a question you want to hop on with us? I'll put the link in the chat again because you might not see it. Let's go copy that link again. Yeah, send it through email. Cool, Kat. That's great. There's the link again if you want to hop on in the studio and we can just have our conversations. Serenity at Home, it's coming to a web page near you.
Yes, definitely. I'm like literally logging into LaunchCard right now. I am
Awesome.
so ready.
That's fantastic. eBay to launch cart import items would be nice. Great suggestion, Kat. Absolutely. Again, I can't tell you whether that's in the works or not because I don't know, because I'm not on the developer side of things. But I certainly, when you are coming to the live Q&As, it certainly goes on our list if we can add it. So, all right, we have 14 minutes left in the hour, and I can hang out and wait for somebody to ask a question, or we can call it good for the day. I'm flexible. I'm just here with my second cup of coffee, enjoying hanging out with you all.
My old store is still up and I had no idea. I logged in under my old email and I found my old store.
Oh no.
I'm like, okay, we're just gonna close that down. Is that still
Thankfully you didn't get by the way, how do you spell your website? Because serenityathome.com, is that your no, that's Compassionate In-Home Senior Care in Wisconsin.
No, that's I haven't figured out where I want to put the dash or the whatever.
Oh,
but
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the domain itself, that's the name, but you haven't created the domain yet for me.
Exactly. That's what I logged in a LaunchCard to do, and all of a sudden my old website's like, wait a minute. Great, but no.
No, it would be great though. It would be really great if you logged in there and realized you'd been making sales all along, right?
Now that would be amazing. That would be amazing. This was like one of the first websites that I
Talk
ever
about passive income,
built.
right?
I know, right?
That's what we all want. We all want to put a store out there and we forget about it and it's just out there making money.
Yeah, now that would be awesome. Talk about going back memory lane. Let me close this out.
What's that store called?
This one was Momentum Boutique.
Momentum Boutique. Nice.
Yep.
Have you done other e-commerce?
I have. My first one was actually for decorating, like for events. That was the first website that I built ever. I had no clue what I was doing. No clue. No idea what I was doing. And it was so difficult because I knew how to decorate, but I didn't know I didn't know anything about SEO, CRM, none of it.
Yeah.
I just knew what looked pretty. So yeah, my first attempt was actually hilarious. I can laugh about it now.
Yeah, no, it's good to be able to be at this place and look back. And at the time it was not something you were laughing at, right?
No, I was very frustrated. Because I'm like, I've seen people do things online and they made it look easy, but not so much. And the platform that I was using, a lot of the stuff wasn't really user friendly. So, and for a newbie,
we need it user friendly. We need to be able to do blip blip, click click. Hey, I got a store running.
exactly. I mean, at least, you know, for a beginner,
Yeah,
you know, it's like I went directly to the hardest ways to do things because I didn't know any better. But that's okay.
Kat, what did you said you found that on a site? Did you find what? The ability to import items from eBay or what? What we want to know, Latasha, is how much you got accomplished while you were on the call, right? So with your launch cart, we want to know what all did you get done?
Well, for one thing, like I said, I found my own website and I realized that my whole entire mindset back then, as far as design, completely different.
There are multiple reasons to take that store down, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love it because it's like this example of like, girl, you were really working hard on this, but yeah, it's time to shut it down. But apart from that, right now I'm just refamiliarizing myself with all things Launchcart because it's been a couple of years. So right now I'm shutting down this store and I'm gonna play around and see what's the best domain name that's gonna fit. Because yeah, I'm doing this today. Serenity.
Today. That's awesome. I love it. Make it happen. Kat says I had made some money on a site I wasn't using much. So she apparently logged in and a site that she wasn't using and she had made like $18. Hey, that's $18 you didn't have some other way, right?
Absolutely.
I love it.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up the call for today. We're here every Wednesday at 11 a.m. And guys inside in the Facebook groups, I'm going to try to be in there and help out as much as I can. There are other people that are watching it as well, but I'm going to try to be as active. And if you have support, things you can't get connected, like Kat's talking about, you can message me, you can tag me in the group, and we'll see what we can do to get you going. Because ultimately, we don't want you to just buy Launchcart. We want you to use Launchcart, and we want you to sell with Launchcart, and we want you to have success with Launchcart. That's what we're looking for to help you do. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to log off for today. I'll see you next week. And Latasha, we're looking forward to seeing this store up and running in days.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming. All right, cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you all later.
Bye-bye.